Hello, good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and safe. If you're not done registration for the class 11th, then do it to the given link which is provided on this particular slide. If you're done, that's good. If your friends also interested to take the admission in the school, please inform to the your friend also. The link is which is provided on this slide. So link is http colon double forward slash in forward slash 19993 hyphen 2 forward slash. Good. Myself, Mahesh Kumar R, as an IP teacher for the class 11th. Hello students, this is my first introduction with you for the class 11 through the video. This time we are going to briefly learn about the introduction to the Python, and before that I'm just going to briefly explain that what are the benefit if you are opted in the class 11th IP subject. Right? The subject code is 065 Informatic Practices. Course after 12 for the science commerce stream students. So what are the benefits if you're doing in the science stream as IP and as well as in the commerce stream? Now the list of the bachelor degree courses for the science students. They have the integrated courses for the 5 years, that is a BE or BTech, ME or MTech. They can do it. And remaining rest of the BE and the BE 4 years courses are there: computer science, computer engineering, software engineering, computer science and engineering, computer and communications engineering. Then BCA, bachelor degree, 3 years courses, Bachelor of Computer Application, then BSc Computer Science, then BSc Computer Engineering, BSc Software Engineering. These courses for the science only. Now, the list of the courses which is applicable for the commerce stream: BCA, BCom, computer application is available, graphical designing, digital banking, e-commerce, diploma in office automations, certificate in the computer accounting, data entry, operator course, advanced diploma in graphics, web designing, animations. Next one, we are going to why we have to learn the Python in the class 11th, why they implement in the class 11th. Because at present, the modern world, lot of the website, they are following the Python languages. So 7 reasons behind this, we are going to use the Python. First one, perfect to the rookies. That means beginner, they can learn it very easily. Second one, community. Third one, career opportunity. Also, it's good if you learn the Python. And Python is applicable for the web development also. Then artificial intelligence and machine learning also. Raspberry Pi. This is also one of the best features in the Python. Then last one, startup and the corporates Python for the both. So 7 features are there for the Python to get the good opportunity for your career. So Python, a lot of the features, what are the benefits in the Python? First one, easy to write, easy to understand. Third one, object-oriented programming language, robust standard libraries, huge libraries are there, supported with the various programming paradigm. So it will be supported many programming other languages also there for the backend. Support for the interactive mode, dynamic type and type checking, databases and GUI programming, extensible, portable, scalable, integrated, automatic garbage collections, free and open source. So this lot of the features are given in the Python programming. So there are the many options are there. If you are good in the web designing, you can go ahead for the Django, where you can develop your web as a framework. Then next one, if you're interested in the game part, then you can go for the developing for the game also, and big data storage as a backend, and then web testing. Then fifth one, AI, artificial intelligence also using, and data science. Then smart devices also implement nowadays. 10 famous websites built using the Python. Which are the 10 famous websites at present using in the Python languages? First one, integration is the most popular. Your favorite Instagram also using the Python. Second one, Google also. Google search engine, one of the most search engine in the world. Third one, Spotify. You people are hearing the music. At present, the modern generation is hearing the music through the online. That is a Spotify also. The next one, Netflix, the online videos, which are very popular on the online in the smart TV. Then Uber. This is also quite familiar. Uber is used for the drive. Dropbox, one of the famous storage for the Dropbox. Data can be stored into the Dropbox. Then Pinterest, where you can share the images, some videos, photos, dots, etc. Then Instacart. So Instacart is just like similar to the Flipkart, but here is a little bit different. It's not implemented in India. It is outside the India. And Reddit, that is also similar, same aspect. Last one, Lyft. So total 10 websites are following the Python programming language at present in the world. If you're new, you have to download the Python programming software from the given URL address. But you have to download the Python 3.8 version. So it is the easiest one and it is a benefit for your computer. But before that, you have to check that whether your system's configuration is 32-bit or 64 bits processor. That is a very important part. If you don't know, just click on the My Computer, right click and select the property. Then find out that in that 32 bits processor, yeah, 64 bits processor. According that you have to download. But if you're downloading the 32 bits processor, it is supported in the 64 also. It's not an issue. But by mistake, if you are downloaded the 64 bits processor software, it's not supported in the 32 bits software. So these are the link. You can download the software as a free. Right. Introduction to the Python. What is the introduction to the Python? An order to the set of instructions or the command to be executed by the computer, it's called program. So any type of the coding, if you're typing in the compiler, it's compiled and it will provide the answer. But each and every programming language has a unique set of the coding, right? But the way of format will be a little bit different. That's all. That is a depends on your language. The language used to specify those set of instructions to computer is called programming language. For example, Python, C, C++, Java, etc. So only the 4 languages I declare here, but many more languages are also there, right? So at present is the most popular is a Python. This chapters give the brief overview of the Python programming language. Python is a very popular and easy to learn programming language created by the Guido van Rossum in the year 1991. He's a Dutch programmers. He's a Dutch programmer. It is used in a varieties of the fields, including the software development, web development, and scientific computing, big data. So many places the Pythons are using. So you can develop the software also. You can use for the web development also, and as well as for artificial intelligence. And somewhere you want to store as a huge data, big data that you can implement. Right. Working with the Python to write and run. Run is nothing but execute. A Python programming, we need to have a Python interpreter installed on our computer, or we can use any online Python interpreter also. So if you're available in your computer, if you download it and install in your computer, then you can do it there only. Otherwise, you can go ahead to the online Python interpreter that you can do it. The interpreter is also called as a Python shell. Nothing but Python shell is called as an interpreter. A sample screen of the Python interpreter is shown in the figure 3.1. Here the symbol double greater than symbol is called as a Python prompt, which indicates that the interpreter is ready to receive instruction. We can type command or statement on this prompt for the execution. So while seeing the screen of the Python, you can understand very easily this symbol is for the Python prompt, right? Next one. So this is an example of the Python cell. So if you see that this is an example which I just screen on the slide. I took the screenshot of the Python cell, right? If you observe, there are the different types of the menus on the top title bar, Python 3.8.0 cell, right? And below some menus are there: file, edit, cell, debug, option, windows, and help. So while seeing this one, you can easily find out that this 3 greater than symbol, what I said in the previous, is a prompt, Python prompt, right? Next one. There are the two ways to run a program using the Python interpreter. First one, interactive mode. Second one, script mode. What is the interactive mode and what is the script mode? In the next slide, you will come to know very easily. So this mode is called as an interactive mode, figure number 3.2. That is called as a Python cell, where you can start doing the coding here itself, like in the prompt cell. Okay, Python prompt, you can start typing there itself also. It's okay, it's not an issue. So 1 plus 2, what will be the answer? 3. 4 minus 4, 0. You need not to go to the script mode. Directly you can type in the interactive mode also. If you have only the small coding, one line coding, you can type in the cell that is in the interactive mode. You can get the answer immediately. So within a double quotes, it's nothing but string. Within a double quotes, it's nothing but string. We can use a single quote also. Yeah, double quotes also. Then afterwards, I use a plus sign. Then again, double quotes. I left one space. Then I return the Python. Close the double quotes. When you press the enter, you will get the answer within a single quote, hello Python. But if you observe in the output, there's a one blank space between this O and P. Because of reason, I left the space in the second string after the plus. Okay, that is the reason in between of the gap of given two string, right? Next one, script mode. What is the script mode? In the script mode, we can write a Python program in a file, save it, and then use the interpreter to execute the program from the file. Such program file have a .py is the extension. So when you type in the script mode, you have to save the file first. Wherever you want to save, you can specify to the desired location and save the file. Automatically, the file extension will be .py. So no need to worry about that. You have to declare the extension. System will be taken automatically. And they are also known as script. Usually beginner learn Python in interactive mode, but for the programs having more than a few lines, we should always save the code in the file for the future use. If you're doing for the temporary purpose, then you can go ahead in the interactive mode. If you want to keep for the future, then you can type in the script mode. We should always save the code in the file for the future use. Python script can be created using any editor. Python has a built-in editor called IDLE, right? Integrated environment, developing language environment, which can be used to create the program after opening the idle. We can click, go to the file menu, select the option new file to create for the new file. Otherwise, you can use it Control N also. While using the shortcut key, it will be open the script mode. Then write our program on that file and save it with the desired name. By default, the Python script are saved in the Python installation folder. So by default, it will be saved in the Python installation folder. If you want to save in some other places, you can save it, but you have to select the desired location. Next one. So these are the steps how to create the, how to open the script mode. Go to the file menu. First step, go to the file menu. That is from the Python idle window. Then Second step, click on the file menu. Third step, from the drop down menu, select the option new or else shortcut keys Control plus N. So this screen will be appear. If you observe on the title bar, it's written untitled, right? So the blue color screen where you can start typing the Python coding. Python code in the script mode. So here some of the codes are written in the script mode. If you observe, is a Python print, open bracket, within a double quotes, it's written hello students. Then enter, close the parenthesis, then enter, move to the second line, print. Open the parenthesis, double quotes. Are you going to learn Python in class 11th, right? Are you going to learn the Python in the class 11th, right? So close the double quotes, close the parenthesis. Then what we have to do, we have to save the file. In the next slide, you will come to know how save the Python code in the script mode. How to save the Python code? What you have to do? You have to click on the run option. Otherwise, go to the file menu, select the option save. That also you can do it. Otherwise, press the F5. Directly, it will take to this window, save as window. The dialog box will appear. And then type the file name, sample. Go to the desired location, type the sample. After saving the file, what is the procedure to compile this coding? Right? So click on the run menu, then select the option run module from the drop down menu or shortcut key press F5. So either you can use the function F5 key also, or else you can go to the menu bar also. That is in the run menu, select the option run module. So once it's compiled without any error, then you will get the output in the cell window. That is nothing but interactive mode. So after running the program, you are getting the output on the screen. If you observe that, hello students, are you going to learn the Python in class 11? Right. So this is a way to compile the basic program. So here in this video, I just explained the basic program, how we can type and how we can implement. But if you're getting some error, of course, it will show the error. You have to rectify the error and sort out the error. Then only it will be go to the cell window with your output. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you will really enjoy the informatic practices subject.